Good day, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Viper S of Viperland, and I'm doing something I don't normally do. With a camera at an angle I don't normally have a camera at. So, yeah, I am over here. I'll be putting the cards upside down because the camera over here is the only place I could put it. There's no way I could mount it near me. So, I traded in a few Magic cards today. There's a local card store I go to, and, you know, they're pretty cool. And I had pretty much enough to get this entire collector's pack box. I don't buy boxes often. I don't even know a ton of the cards in this set. I just like opening packs, and I like foils and alternate arts. I got a good handful of sleeves. I was going to sleeve a commander deck, but I figured I should probably use the sleeves for this. So we're just going to open it up. I don't really usually do unboxing videos. Technically, I've done like 2 before. I need a sharp knife. I love this knife. It is not new or sharp. It works, but barely. Gotta keep remembering, do this on the camera. There you go. Alrighty, toss that garbage. I should have had a better garbage bag set up for this, but whatever. Should be able to just lift this up, right? Yep. And we got a boatload of packs in there. I think this just goes back there. There you go. Yeah, that's so it can be a display box. Cool. We got packs. And top left, we'll just start from there. Gonna keep it over here. Again, I really don't know anything about the set. I know it's fairy tale inspired. What's with you about it? Grim in the Discord showed me probably this card actually, and mentioned that there's no Mother Goose card. When did I get? Oh, it's because all the cards fall to the bottom, so I'm trying to use. There you go. Also, hey Grim, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland, the chat, and unboxing. Also, none of my magic mats I could find, so I'm borrowing my brother's Pokemon mat just to have something to open them onto. It's funny because the card released today, so it's funny that you've seen it, but like clearly spoilers and stuff go around. Just, I never noticed the inside of the wrapper is foil. But, okay. I'm sure there are ways people do this where they like, I know my brother and nephew have a thing they do for Pokemon cards. So it's like, oh, the X number of top cards go on the bottom. But I'm just gonna technically gotta turn around, so I'm gonna see them upside down. But we got food token, shiny. These are collector's packs, so everything should be foil or alternate art. Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna have to look at them my way, and then I'll turn around for you guys. Lord Skitter's Blessing. Oh, we got a rat card. Immediately good because you have a rat, a foil rat, and rats are just good, right? I gotta, hold on, I gotta put my mic in a better place. Oh, that's so much better. Oversold Cemetery, another rare. Rotate the webcam. So the thing is, I could flip it. But then the text would be backwards for you guys. That's how I originally did it, is I just vertically rotated it, but then the text is backwards. So if you guys want that, I can do it. It's a full art, so like borderless, enchantment, rare. I do have sleeves, so I'm going to be sleeving at least the rares. Questing Druid, alright. Honestly, like, for sets like this, I kind of just dig the art. Also, how's it going? I will be sleeving at least the rares, because I've got those. Lady of Laughter. It's an angelic woman surrounded by squirrels that she's singing at. You know? I should be reading the effects and stuff, but right now I'm just kind of going through. Lich Knight's Conquest. Oh, that's a very... Honestly, almost looks like the previous... The Lord of the Rings side should be centered more. It's nice. Also, I love the art on this next one. Raid Bombardment. I'm gonna have to take like pictures of these and put them on the Discord, but like... It's a bunch of people and like 3 goblins on the left side, that side, and they're just throwing stuff at them. I like the, like, very like... It's still foil, too. The camera doesn't focus this bad. I could get it to focus there, but then it wouldn't focus the table. Yeah, the colors on that are really nice. So now we go into the commons and uncommons. Curiosity, it's just, you know, some curious mer people. I'm going to keep those separate. Hell yeah, full art lands. Everybody loves a good full art. That's a plains? I would have said that was a swamp. Just looking at it, I would have been like, yeah, that's a swamp, obviously. No, that's a plains. Very thorny. Okay, thorny plains. Ruby Darling Tracker. I think we have Red Riding Hood out with a vengeance. Pretty sure Little Red Riding Hood is pissed. Armored Core XMTG. I mean, we're getting Final Fantasy, so who the hell knows? earth elemental, you know, in case your fireplace ever decides, nah, done with this nonsense. Totally done with this nonsense. The Witch's Vanity. Oh, it seems to be the Witch's Enchanted Mirror, but it's like an hourglass and broken. Also like that. Yes. Once I start hitting duplicates for like commons, I'll stop showing them. John and Stopgap. Interesting. It's a common. It's foil. It's a guy with a magic thing. I can't tell what it is. It's a stopgap. Clearly. Oh, it's a potion. He's trying to cap up a potion that doesn't want to be capped. Oh yeah. This is my personal work playlist. I can set it to the video game music, but I really like. It's fine. It won't make it to the archive. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The archive, they'll have to look at. I don't even know where to point anymore. I'm not used to it. They can see the that way. They'll see that. Kindled Heroism, Beanstalk Worm. Hell yeah, I like playing big green creatures. I don't play a ton of Magic other than on the app anymore, but I don't know. There's something about having just some physical cards is nice. And Red Tooth Genealogist. Right, I gotta get the rares in the sleeve before I move on. It's because I don't want this to get too out of hand. I'll put a picture of Raid Bombardment in the Discord after this, because that's so far, like, if there's more cards with that alternate style, I'm gonna be damn happy, because I like that. That's not even a rare. That's an uncommon, but like I just love that art style. Otherwise, so far I think Lady of Laughter is my favorite because she's surrounded by squirrels, and I just, you know, I like that. I haven't gone through and read the cards yet, right? Games. Oh yeah, which is always interesting. The problem is I kind of like the aspect of Magic of building with what you have, and those sites definitely give you everything. If you have a deck that you've got and you want to make it, yeah, those totally work. There's something stupid that I just really like about like making. Oh, I'm not going to sleeve the food token. Okay, so these are I'll probably sleeve the lands later too. All right, garbage. Goes over that way. All right, well, pack 2. I should still keep an eye out for those. I'm such a sucker for physical games, but like nobody around me, plenty of people around me. Nobody I know around me plays Magic. Pack 2 also got the gingerbread. I feel like I should just show everything. That's the whole point of this, right? Show everything. I don't do unboxings. This is out of my wheelhouse. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what's going on. Let's see. Another food token. I assume we're going to be getting a lot of food tokens as our shiny token. That seems to be the thing. Let's see. Ooh, first mythic rare. Erentide of the Charmed Apple. Also really dig the art. They've got like almost like storybook style art. It's kind of like the previous one. I really dig the art style. Really dig that. Oh, another one. Forced Fruition. Another like storybook art style. Just, you know, it's a table. I don't think there's anyone even. Oh no, there's a king barely visible on the chair hiding behind food, but you know. Virtue of Knowledge, another mythic rare, not foil, but alternate art. Just somebody going through a library, but there's like multiple, like it's almost like one of those like stained glass style, like there's different panels of it on the sides, and there's the main middle panel. I'm trying to gesture this while I'm holding it, and on the top it's kind of got more, like they're different camera angles. The End, oh that's a card title. Oh, I'd like that. It's got it's a stained glass, but in front of the stained glass is a shattered glass of like blood red with eyes and body parts. It's just called The End. I mean, come on. What's not to like there? If you guys want, I could try to focus the camera on where I'm holding them as opposed to down here. It'll blur the background a bit, but it might be actually easier for you guys. Hold on, let me see if I can do that. I was looking into settings earlier and I was trying to figure out which would work better. Configure video. Yeah, let's hold. It'll be upside down. It just says a hey fear. Focus. Let me hold it up like I would and then focus on it.
Thanks to @GrimHeaper323 for my sub gift.
There you go. That's that's so much clearer. There you go. Okay. Background to be a little blurry, but that should work really nice for the cards. Okay, cool. Much better. The End. Also, hey Fear. Thanks Grim for the gifted sub to Fear, and congrats Fear. The Horned Lock Whale. Oh, It's just a whale. It seems to be fighting a griffin. You know, it's a very angry narwhal, and a griffin seems to have pissed it off. I'm a sucker for art. Like, oh man, okay. I'm glad I got these packs. These alternate arts, Impact Tower, like these alternate arts in the storybook style. Oh, this is good. I'm really digging these. Really liking these. Vampiric Rites. It almost looks like Shinigami-sama from uh Soul Eater. Like he's got the mask. It's very small, like it's very small, but he's got the mask, so it almost looks like Shinigami-sama, which I think is pretty pretty great. Full art forest, hell yeah! Full art lands are always good. Everybody loves full art lands, and I am part of everybody. So you know. Ah, gallant pie wielder. Yes, it's a knight in armor wielding pies. That's cool, cool. I dig that. Ariette's tempting apple. I don't know. That doesn't look tempting to me. Like it's crystal. I don't think if I was hungry, I'd want that apple. But you know, soul guide lantern. It's a lantern. It's shiny. It looks like it'll guide souls. I have to keep remembering to, like this is the middle of my monitor. My camera's dangling off of this edge. Again, this is not my normal setup. Ginger brute. Well, there you go. Ginger brute. He seems to be being stalked by some sort of displacer beast wolf thing, but you know. Obria's attendants. I guess it's just I don't know who Obria is. I didn't look up the lore of the set or anything. I'm going in basically blind. But a bunch of fairies. Cool. Root Rider Fawn. These are way into the comments of this one. It's what it looks like. And bespoke battle garb. It's sorry. Fine. I just leave the rares as you do. It's not a rare, but it looks like it's same with the battle tremors. Both of those had great art. Like I would think of that as like a rare. There better be like presumably rares with that art, because like really digging the art of the set so far. Yeah, sorry, this bit will be a bit blurrier, but it's so that when we hold up the cards, it's better. I can't do both right now. Full food deck. And the funny thing is, the previous set, the Lord of the Rings set, has a bunch of things that interact with food tokens as well. A lot of the hobbits interact with food tokens. So I imagine you could do some stuff with those and this that have some food interactions for sure. Also I didn't expect even one. Also, I'm going very slowly, but this will speed up as we start getting to like, oh, we've seen this card before, but they're all new to me now, so. Also, I have no idea what in this set is worth anything, so like I could pull a money card and I wouldn't know. Pop those there. Way. Oop. There we go. Ooh, a slightly less delicious looking food token. None of these food tokens look great, but that looks like it wants to eat me. And I don't want the food. Ooh. Ooh. This has got to be worth something. Parallel Lives. It's a different type of foil. It's very speckled. And it's split color-wise between the two sides of it. It seems to be an alt art. I'm not positive, but like it doesn't capture on camera how speckled it is in real life. Oh, that's really, especially because if you catch it at the right angle, it looks like it's not foil at all. But then the light hits it and it gets that speckle. I like this one a lot. I like that a lot. This is an anime card. When did I start playing an anime card game? Mind you, I totally would. I'm not poo-pooing on an anime card game, but that doesn't look like a Magic card at all. It makes it stand out, though, as foretold. Restless Spire. Oh, dual lands. Everybody loves dual lands. It's also really cool art for a land. I really dig that. The two different dragons, an ice and a fire. I dig that a lot. Corvold Gleeful Glutton. I mean, who's going to tell the dragon to stop eating, right? Like, who's going to go up to the dragon and be like, dude, you got to stop eating our feast? Nah, he's going to keep eating. Another mythic rare. Another mythic rare, Realm Scorcher Hellcat. We got dragons in this set, apparently. I mean, it's a dragon. That sure is a medieval fantasy dragon. It sure is. Dark Tutelage. I swear I've had Dark Tutelage before. It must be like a new art of a classic card. I've definitely had Dark Tutelage, but that's much better art for it. Honestly, I should be reading the, if anything, I should be reading the flavor text for these. Maybe at the end, we'll go through the rares and at least go through that. Impact Tremors, saw it before, still cool, still like it. A different full art swamp this time, so we haven't had a duplicate land yet. Threadbind Click, looks like a bunch of fairies tying a dude to a tree, you know. Mischievous little sprites. Bitter Chill. Trying to take a good look at it. I think you can see, I think there's a hole in the armor where you can see their heart. That's what kind of got me double taken on it. It seems to be just their heart and blood coming out. So that's a thing. Tenacious Tome Seeker. A Tome Seeker, always aim to alliterate. It's just a dude looking at a book, but alliteration makes it better. Ah, yes, Evolving Wilds. Gotta love it, gotta have it. Evolving Wilds. It's Evolving Wilds. Into the Fey Court. Some nice magical steps in the distance. Return from the Wilds. I mean, it's a common, so you can't expect the best art. It's like some phantom footprints. Grand Ball Guest. Just people having a party. Eating some food, drinking some mead, partying. Let's sleeve up these guys real quick. I always forget about the flavor text, because I've been playing Arena too long. And you can find the flavor text in Arena, but honestly, in my opinion, cards with fun flavor text were always a personal favorite of mine. Like, what was it? Wasn't there a printing of Molten Axe that just had the flavor text catch? That was always one of my favorites. Just a dude chucking a lava axe towards the camera. The flavor text was catch. I appreciated. Yeah, I think the first one I pulled here, that Parallel Lives, that's currently sitting as my favorite card. But I'm really digging the Anime Girl card just because it's so different. It's got a different set icon. I didn't notice that. As foretold, must be from a different. Same with Dark Tutelage. Some of these have different set icons. I hadn't noticed that. Some of them have the like book. Some of them seem to have like a moon. I'll have to look into that. I know a lot of sets these days like to do the here's some bonus cards from earlier sets just because we had extra. I guess I don't know. That's probably not the reason. But yeah, Parallel Lives so far. That's my #1 favorite. Digging that. All right, we're not even halfway through this. I gotta come on, step it up, obviously. Or, you know, let it roll. Whatever. I don't know how long these are supposed to go. I got no other plans for today besides streaming Monster Hunter later. So I have to remember to reset my camera, otherwise that'll be funny. I can also, if people aren't digging the like lyrical music, I can change it to just like video game background music. I have a full bigger playlist of that, but I felt like hearing some of this, but like we were with whatever. Food looks a little more appetizing. It's still just food. It sure is foil and food. Fraying Sanity. Now that is a great name for a card. Seems to just be somebody lost in the woods, as best I can tell. There's a little person in the center, and I guess they ain't doing well in the woods. Nature's Will. Bunch of like archers on a boat, and Nature's like, nah, not digging that. Bramble Familiar is pretty much what it says, but I do appreciate that it appears to be a raccoon. It's a bunch of brambles towering over a hut, but it's a raccoon. Which makes it better than non-raccoon things. Hey! The title of this card says everything you need to know. Everything you need to know is on the title of this card. Raging Battle Mouse. That's it. That's the card. That's it. That's it. Raging Battle Mouse. You don't need anything else from that. Farsight Ritual. It's a scrying pool. Also foil. That'll help. Is somebody looking at a scrying pool? Yeah. I'm sure there are actual MTG people who would click this video and be like, I can't stand this. Oh, Curiosity again. It's the Curious Mermaids. Dark Tutelage again. Still great art. Island. Full Art Island. So I think we've gotten one of each now, haven't we? No, we don't think we got a mountain. I don't think we got a mountain yet. Belligerent of the Ball. The party went downhill, I guess. And somebody got pissed off. Started smashing. Shrouded shepherd. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like the shroud kind of appears clearer at different angles. I don't know if that's just the foil or the way the card's drawn, but I dig that. Eerie interference. I keep holding them up to me so I can see before I hold them up to the camera, but seems like something like it's party going wrong with ghosts, I guess, or there's just a bunch of ghosts, like spirits approaching a door. Misleading moats. Oh yeah, will o' the wisps. Somebody's getting lost in a swamp or forest. Frantic firebolt. Yay, dragon fireball. Simple, effective. It's a dragon. It's funny that the mage seems really surprised to actually be casting it. Sting Blade Assassin. That's an assassin. It sure is. Oh, wonderful. Warehouse Tabby. It's a 1/1 cat. It's actually got more to it than just that, but it's a cat. I assume it's anti-rat or something. Whenever an enchantment controls from the graveyard on the battlefield, create a black rat token which this creature can't block. Oh, for 2 mana, the cat can get Death Touch. Yeah. One of my favorite Magic cards of all time, and I think I misplaced it. Hold on, let me wheel away. I mixed up. I mixed up those cards, but it was like Sanctuary Tabby or Sanctuary Cat, and it was just it was a 1/2 cat. It was a cat that could kill a standard human, and there's something about that I just really liked. They didn't have Death Touch, but yeah, a cat. This one is a cat that spawns rats and can have Death Touch. So that's something. You'd figure the cat wouldn't spawn rats, but obviously this cat has learned to work with them. Obviously, so this set doesn't hit Arena until next week, but I'll have to see what I open on there. I never really spend money on Arena. I just kind of do some dailies and use whatever gold I get to open packs and be like, well, here's what I got. Let's see what we can do with it. But food and rats are looking like a fun time in terms of just card art, if nothing else. Just something, yeah. Something food, easy life. Seems to be the case. Alright, toss that. Most of the card packs seem to have the Gingerbread Knight, which we haven't actually pulled yet. I don't know what rarity it is. Food token? It's the like looking nasty food. Likeness Looter. Presumably... Oh, it's a fairy shapeshifter, so presumably gonna look like you and steal some stuff. Primal Vigor. Man, I'm really loving this art style. Really loving the alt art style. Actually, it might not even be alt. I'm just assuming. If that's the actual, like, straight up art style, that's also great. Really dig that. Belena Grand Squall. Large woman, large tablet. That's it. Oh, no, new favorite card. Sorry. Previous favorite, Regal Bunnycorn. It's a rare too. Yep. That is obviously the best card in the set. I will not be taking any I hope we get like a foil full art or something of that. That's clearly best card. Questing Druid. I think we've gotten Questing Druid earlier. Sorry, I also keep moving away from my mic. Let me extend the mic boom out a bit so it'll be where I can more easily get to it. Sorry, you might hear some mic sounds real quick. So rarely, actually. I'm sitting more left than I normally do for streaming, so it's throwing everything off. Grasp of Fate. Somebody's heart is having a bad time. It's being grasped by the threads of fate, and I don't know if I want my heart having threads around it. No, those are thorns. Those are definitely thorns. Yeah, no. Griffin Airy, nice art. Not a rare, uncommon, but yeah, cool. Plains again. I still say that looks like a swamp to me, but like I dig it. I dig it. Fairy Dream Thief, another new one we haven't seen yet. It's a fairy. It's dream eating or dream stealing, I suppose. Graceful takedown. No part of this art looks like it's gracefully being taken down. Looks like a giant is like dropping down on a bridge and crushing it. Back for seconds. Ah, yeah, that like food definitely ate somebody, and somebody came back to free them. That food definitely ate somebody. They are stuck in the sauce, the jello. Ah, another great card title. Not dead after all. Flubber, yeah, Flubber eats back, I guess. It's time for Doggo's Edgewall pack. It's just some dogs. It's creature dog, 3/3 menace, and it makes a rat creature token. Oh, there's a rat on top of the dog pointing the way. All right, that's another really good card now, just for the art alone. Merry Bards. Sometimes you just gotta have some happy bards. It's simple, it's effective. Day Bards. Shatter the Oath. Another. I like the. There's a lot of like shattering glass imagery, but I guess there's a lot of like magic mirror and like glass imagery. Yeah, Ratatouille, but dog. Yeah. All right. This pack will mark the halfway point. Oh yeah, hold on. We gotta sleeve these. I definitely won't have enough. This was exactly 100 sleeves, so I won't have enough to sleeve the commander deck after this. I'll have to nab more sleeves next time. It's okay. I haven't bought sleeves in forever. Thankfully, by trading in some of my older cards, I had enough for this deck, for this pack, and the sleeves, which was nice. There we go. Sleeve them up, square them up. I'm still gonna do their own thing. Yeah, it really looks like they're all. Are they all? Hold on. Is literally yep, every single pack. Okay, so I'm used to like sometimes they've got like different art for different packs. Nah, it's all the same. That's fine. But I'll stop checking. Alright, another like gonna eat me back food. And now that we know it's definitely gonna do that, I like it less. Let's say. Ingenious Prodigy. It is very small spellcaster. Barely fits the rows. Tiny spellcaster. I swear. Sanguine Bond. Oh, that's ugh. Really stylized. Like, look at the heckin' proportions on that nonsense. He's good. I like it. Vampires. Hard to go wrong with vampires. Gumdrop Prisoner. What? Alright, well, that's a human warlock, apparently. Stuck in a gumdrop, I guess. That's normal. That's normal stuff. Italian's Messenger. Definitely a demon. Definitely a big sword. Almost like a glaive. No, I don't know. That's longer than like a sword handle, but it's not quite like a polearm. Rotisserie Elemental. Okay. Ever just have two words that are just great together? Rotisserie Elemental. That's, yep, It sure is a rotisserie bird, and it's an elemental. Vampiric Rites, we saw this one. That's Shinigami-sama. Season of Growth. I don't think we saw this one. Lots of green. Lots of plants. Looks good. The chicken attack, exactly. Mountain. I said I don't think we had a mountain. Now we do. 3 bowls of porridge. That's the exact. I mean, the card title tells you what to expect. It sure is 3 bowls of porridge. Greta Sweet Tooth Scourge. Oh, somebody's going around. I guess this is how they get gummy worms. You go out and you actually, kill gummy worms and step on candied eggs and stuff. Yeah, normal things. Disdainful Stroke. I think that's just Thor winding up Mjolnir, obviously. Clearly. Stockpiling Celebrant. It's somebody stealing stuff from, the party. It's fine. Ariet's Whisper. That's cool art. You can see the whisper going in the air. You can also tell I have very steady hands from this, right? Merfolk Coral Smith. That sure is a Merfolk Smith. That's yep. And Break the Spell, which obviously with a kiss. I mean, how else are you gonna break a spell? It's always kisses. The most powerful anti-magic in the world is kisses. Well known. Or at least well known in fairy tales. Man, I set this on random, but Spotify is like, how about Just Green Day. I mean, I'm not mad, but Spotify is like, how about just Green Day today? I guess I got all the variety at work. Ready, on to the next. Square this up a bit. Bands from 2000s. Yeah, a lot of the like bands I listen to are the same ones I listened to in like high school and before. Like there's a lot of like video game music and anime music and other stuff that I listen to that's a little more newer, but a lot of the like bands. I mean, this is my work playlist, so like you can hear. This is not subtle. Oh hell yeah, Chili Peppers. Hell yeah, Chili Peppers. Some 41, I got some of that on here. I got some Weezer. I don't think I currently listen to any Billy Talent, but I remember liking them. Food. It's always going to be food, I think, unless there's something else it could be. Oversold Cemetery. I think we had this one earlier, right? Too many dead people for the cemetery. Also, they don't seem to be too dead. Leyline of Sanctity. Ooh, ley lines. I haven't seen ley lines in a while. Ley lines' whole thing is if it's in your opening hand, you can begin it with it on the battlefield. So, if you happen to have that in your opening hand, you play it for free. Very specific, but, you know, nifty. Decadent Dragon. What makes it so... Oh, it's decadent because it's wearing a bunch of jewelry and, like, a big, like, gold scarf, and it looks very pleased with itself. It looks very, very pleased with itself. Ooh, another mythic rare. Asinine Antics. Oh, it's just somebody turning people to donkeys. It's just... It's donkifying. Everybody's been donked. That's it. That's you donkey now. The Huntsman Redemption, a saga. Cool art on the side. I like the vertical art of sagas. It's pretty nifty. That's rare. Hatching Plans. Yeah, I don't think they noticed the dragon might be a little pissed at them. Just a little. Oh, now I got this focused better. Maybe Raid Bombardment will look a bit better. Man, this still might be one of my favorite arts. It's simple. It's just bombarding people on that left-hand side. It's good. Or right-hand side. Sorry. Left and right. It's on my left now. It is a swamp. Sure is a swamp. Two-headed hunter. It's the stereotype of like the two-headed ogre arguing with itself, you know. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you're just pissed at the other head. Tempest Heart. It's a deer. Very powerful aura. Jeez. Black cards have some of the most disturbing art sometimes. Ego Drain. That guy's having a bad day. We can just assume, right? That guy's having a bad day. Definitely. Stormkeld Prowl. The fact that we haven't had too many duplicates of like even commons hit. Spider food. Uh-oh. No spider in it, but somebody is caught in a web. That's I'm sure they'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Harried Spear Guard. It's somebody guarding against rats. It's a lot of rats. And Quick Study for the last one. There's magic stuff going on. Screw it up. There we go. Yeah, I don't know, I might sleeve some of the foils for something later, but I don't know. If at the end, should I go through the flavor text of at least the rares? Would anyone be interested in that? Like, I'll probably read it in my own time if not, but I'm already here live. I don't know. I don't know if that's something that interests people or not. I always used to like the flavor text. But especially for sets that, like, I was invested in the story. Like, I started in Zendikar and the whole Eldrazi stuff. Like, I was actually invested in that story. Same with the Phyrexian stuff. Like, that's just storylines I'm invested in. I don't know if this will be a storyline or if this is more just, hee excuse to do, you know, fun storytime stuff, which I ain't mad about. Pop those there. We got food. It's still food. That one doesn't look very appetizing either. I didn't notice before. There's an eyeball in the... I've kind of been glossing over the food tokens, but there's an eyeball in there. Probably not delicious. Oh, no. This has to be my favorite card. Sorry. It's a Scalding Viper. It's telling me I'm too hot. Hot damn. I'm so hot, I'm scalding. Right? That's me. It's me. It's me, the scalding viper. Smothering tithe. I think we saw this one before earlier. Another one of the storybook arts. I like that. Restless cottage. It is. It can't sleep, and it's going to make that everyone's problem. Mm-hmm. What happens when the owl house gets pissed? Fairy blade crafter. That's what I'd expect. It's a fairy, and they're crafting a blade. That sure is a fairy blade crafter. Spellbook vendor. No one else can either. Well, spellbook vendor. That's again about what you expect. Season of Growth. We've seen this one before, but now it's foil. Ooh. Oh, so there are established characters here, I guess. I'm falling behind on my established Magic characters, but I know Garuk. Garuk's Uprising. He's definitely a Planeswalker right now. I'm sure some of the other named cards are probably Planeswalkers that I just don't know very well. Forest. Calisel Sword. Yep, that's a... It's a mercenary. And you don't care. Picklock Prankster. It sure is a prankster picking locks. Stack's getting too tall. Stormkeld Vanguard. It's Thor, but riding a bear. Other people do not seem to be taking this well. Hopeful Vigil. I guess it's just somebody outside waiting for something. They're hopeful. They're looking at that window. Something. I'm sure the flavor. No, there's no flavor text in that one. Stress. Oh, I can imagine. Redcap Thief. That's just there you go. Curse of the Werefox. All right, well that's another great card name. And you know the art kind of works. It's about what I'd expect. And lastly, Titanic Growth. Hey, good old make something 4/4. But this time instead of big beast, it's big lady. Is that a big fairy? Yeah, big fairy, Titanic Growth. Cool. Oh, bunker. Oh, man. Oh, bunkers are great. I'm glad that it holds up and is fun in game. Yeah, so far the Viper, the the bunny, that twinned card. I think those are all my favorites so far. A lot of those just because the art. Like the Viper I have to love. It's a Viper. Alright, we got what? 4 left? 4 left. Alright, it's just a different... Yeah, I don't think we've seen this food token. It's at least a different shiny food token. Alright. Godric, Cloaked Reveler. Somebody who's just, you know, they're having a good party. And they got a cloak. Praying Sanity. Still another great card name. But we've seen it. Will, Scion of Peace, Mythic Rare. Human Wizard. Nice art. It's got that like storybook look. And you can see it's kind of full art. It goes through the text window. I dig it. I dig it. It's also got that like anime look to it. Like it looks like anime stuff. Wow, hey look. It's the Cloaked Reveler. We just got that card. Agatha of the Vile Cauldron. Another like some of the card names go hard, honestly. Legendary Human Witch. Griffin Airy, we got one of these earlier, but I don't think it was foil. It might have been. This one is. Spreading Seas. It's a tower with some blue. I don't know how it's... I guess that's seas coming out of it. Got another plains. I think of the full art lands, I like the plains. But if my love of Elish Norn didn't give it away, I'm a sucker for that white and red aesthetic. Witch Stalker Frenzy. Just a bunch of werewolves, I think. Werewolves? Or just wolves, maybe? I don't know. Wolves or werewolves stalking somebody. Dream spoilers? Oh, don't spoil. Man, let me get to the end of the dream without spoiling it. Come on. Your dreams. I the concept of somebody coming into your like dreams and spoiling the ending of it for you. I know it's supposed to be somebody who's literally like spoiling in terms of like turning rotten. I know that's what they mean, but I keep thinking of somebody spoiling like, just telling you how it ends. Oh, what was this even? Share of Numbing Depths. We seem to have somebody with like a Leviathan almost? Oh no, it's like a mer creature. The merfolk wizard with a big staff. Okay. Gotcha. Had to take a better look at it. I can kind of see it on the camera over here a bit, but it's not quite super clear. Cut in. Oh, yeah. Somebody's having a duel or something. May I cut in? Yes. Grabby giant. Again, always aim to alliterate. It's right there. Rat catcher trainee. Rats definitely seem to be an ongoing big theme here. And Mocking Sprite. Maybe we got this one once? Like, honestly, we haven't hit a lot of duplicates. Not even in the commons and uncommons. Which is kind of surprising. Come on, get in the sleeve. Yeah, I feel like if I have an option to have a pile bunker in a game, I'm going to take that option. Definitely ignore the fact that this stack is nowhere near squared up. It's kind of on this is the base for my monitor, so it's always going to be tilted, and no amount of what I do is going to keep it straight, so I'm just kind of letting it teeter as it will. Alright. Trace Moss. I mean, it would have to. If you're going to have a pile bunker and make people get into that close range and not have it do damage, then you're wrong. Clearly. Yeah. That's the thing. That's how pile bunkers work. Risk and reward. The risk is getting there. The reward is damage. We got more food. Karmic Justice. This is another, like, looks anime as hell to me. I dig it. I ain't mad. But, like, that's an anime dude. Just getting struck down by a treant with an axe. I'm not sure if it's a treant or somebody wearing, like, tree armor. Not entirely sure. Another 10 out of 10 card. It's a snake with hardened scales. It's just a snake. Magic. Oh, I do have water here. Hold on one second. You won't be able to see me drink it, but I do have water. Also, hey Mike, how's it going? Welcome to Viperland in the chat. There we go. Probably a good idea. I had been going for an hour. Almost an hour. Winning twins. That sure is double the. That is twins. Yep. They sure are fairy twins. We've seen the Rotisserie Elemental before, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a great card. It's a Rotisserie Elemental. What's not to like? Elusive Offer. Looks to be like a. It almost looks like a forest otter. Like it looks like an otter with like horns. Oh yeah, creature otter. Never mind. I was looking at the art, but it literally says creature otter. So yeah. Stab wound. This appears to be storybook art of a knight stabbing what appears to be a jelly donut with candy cane arms. So, that happened. That was actually a common or uncommon. Ground seal. I'm sure the card's good, but the art's just it's a monolith. Got our full art mountain. Knight of the Sweets Revenge. Oh, that's when I get like acid reflux after eating too much candy. That's the Knight of the Sweets Revenge. Yep. 100%. Knight of Doves. Are there? Oh, he's holding a dove in his hand. I thought there'd be like a ton of doves. There's like a shimmer around him, which I dig, but he's just holding one dove. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. And it's just a big honking cake. A not necessarily tasty looking cake, but big. Fell Horseman. I mean, simple, effective. Horseman, axe, scythe, actually? Scythe. Yep. Verdant Outrider. Oh, I think we've seen this. No, maybe it's like the Fell Horseman, but green and an axe. Sky Beast Tracker. Oh, that's big. That is indeed a giant archer. Birds for scale. You know, gotta have birds for scale. And Bestial Bloodline. Man, even the commons, we have very few duplicates so far, which I'm okay with. I ain't gonna complain here. You get to see new cards and new art. It definitely means I'm definitely not having as many cards as I thought, but yeah. I got double rotisserie elementals. Life is good. Ah, damn it, now they're all falling. Yep. I actually thought it would happen sooner. If I were to ever do this more, professionally, I'd have to get a different. I'd have to have something to hold the camera. It's just on my monitor here. That's my monitor. I blocked off that little bit of it, but if I extend the camera to what you should normally be able to see, it's just the monitor there. You could see my Steam library up close and personal at a harsh angle. It's the only thing I got really to hang a camera on. Second to last pack. Obviously, second to last is the luckiest, right? That or the last pack, or the first pack, or the second. This is really, they're all lucky. Soup token. That's the eyeball soup token. Farsight Ritual, we've seen. I don't remember if it was foil. I don't know, it definitely was foil. We've seen one of those. Omniscience. Now there's some anime ass art. Damn. Damn, that's just blue magic anime girl. I dig it. It's expensive as hell. 10 mana. You may cast spells from your hand without paying the mana cost. That's why, yeah, that's good. It's like anything worth that much. Oh, another otter. It's an elusive otter this time. He's cute. Court of Lochthwain. Lochthwain? Seems to be... Oh, it's that optical illusion of the two faces making up the cup. I dig it. I like it. Oh yeah, Lord Skitter's Blessing. We got that again. It's the rat. Gurk's Uprising is also... Now I'm starting to hit some duplicates, I guess. Second to last pack. Compulsion. New one to me. Nice art. All the storybook style ones, I dig. We got Island. Full art. Ashiok's Reaper. Alright, well. Seems to be a forest reaper creature thing. Solitary Sanctuary. Yep. That's what that is. That's just a solitary sanctuary. Tanglespan Lookout. Again, name kind of said. Okay, here's a great one. Just said rat out. And it's just some guy throwing a rat off a bridge at another dude. Alright. Sometimes it's the name. The flavor text just says, hold this for me. Okay. It's a common, but that's 10 out of 10. That's every part of that card works together to make that card really good. I'm putting that aside for now. Wicked Visitor. Oh yeah, no, I don't want them showing up at my door. No thanks. That's okay. Could pass. Bellowing Bruiser. That's yep. They look loud and punchy. And sleight of hand. People cheating at cards. Oh no, fairies. Fairies cheating at cards, specifically. Alright. I really like the rat out. Hold this for me. Chuck a rat at somebody. What does it even do? I didn't look at that. One target creature gets -1/-1 to the turn, and you make a 1/1 rat. Cool. So you debuff somebody and make rat. I'm assuming, I haven't really been reading the card text, but I'm assuming there's a lot of stuff in this set that must interact with rats and or tokens. Because, man, there are some ways, it seems, to make some rats and some gosh darned food tokens. That seems to be the thing. So presumably, some cards that'll interact with that. Alright, last pack. That's it after that. Last one. I'm not sure how long I thought this would take, but it seems like it's going about an hour, which would be, that works for me. Still gives me time to, like, eat and chill. Haven't really slowed down after work, kind of just went to the card store with my brother and went eating stuff. Alright. Oh, that's not a food token. That is a mythic rare foil Beseech the Mirror. That is not a food token. Oh, because when I flipped it over, there was a nightmare token. That's our first token that's not food. We got a nightmare. But yeah, mythic rare and Beseech the Mirror. Yeah, hold that back up again. Come on. Can't get a good grip on it. There we go. Nifty, nifty. I dig it. Mana Flare. That's yep. If I picture mana flaring up, that's about it. Pollen Shield Hair. Clearly, this has advantage against foes with allergies. That's how it works. Court of Embereth. We had a different court before. I don't think we had Embereth. We had the Black Court. Presumably, there's one for each of them. Gumdrop Poisoner. I don't like that. Don't poison my gumdrops. Knightly Valor. Just a tiny knight. There's a tiny knight over there. And a big honking standard. Yeah. I'm not going to skip this. I have this on the playlist for some of my favorite songs. Oh, there you go. That's some card pulling music right there. Intangible Virtue. It's okay. Got our Forest. Gotta love it. Royal Treatment. Somebody getting treated well by what looks like wolves? Maybe foxes? Might be foxes. Galvanic Giant. Oh. Somebody's going to get smacked hard. A giant wizard. Cheeky House Mouse. We didn't end up getting just a little mouse stealing something. It is a 2/1 for what it's worth. This is a mouse that could kill a standard human. This could kill like a well-armored knight. It would die, but like that's something. Troublemaking Ophie? It's somewhat, it's, you know, a gremlin. Archon's Glory. There's a cool looking one. It's just a very holy stag, I guess. Feed the cauldron. Oh yeah, you know. What are they feeding it? Can't quite. Oh, it's just a guy throwing someone into a cauldron. You know, I thought they were throwing something else. No, just a guy throwing someone into a cauldron. Yes, you do. And Hollow Scavenger for the final card. Not heckin' bad. We got a stack of cards. A stack of cards. I'm gonna have to go through and see if any of these are actually worth anything. I feel like that double one I like probably. Anything that like talks about like doubling or twinning, I feel like tends to be good. But again, clearly I do not know everything here. I've only even been buying physical Magic cards for the first time in like a decade for like 2 or 3 months. And even then, rarely. This is the first time I've ever bought a box of something. I've never bought a full box of something before. Yeah, that's about it. That's what we got. Hopefully people enjoyed this upside down inverted view. But yeah, good times. I'm still streaming later. Still going to be playing Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch. Song request will be on. Viewer hunts, the usual. Yeah. Hope people enjoyed this slightly different thing. I'm going to pop the archive up on YouTube, which won't have the music, but whatever. It'll just be awkwardly quiet. It's fun. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching. This has been Viper's for Vipeland. I'll see you all next time.